Why do you open social media without deciding to, and only realize it after you're already there? Most people think social media addiction is about distraction, laziness, or lack of discipline. But psychologically, it's rarely about self-control. It's about regulation. Your phone isn't just a device. It's a fast, reliable way for your nervous system to change how it feels. Bored? Scroll. Overwhelmed? Scroll. Lonely but not ready to talk? Scroll. Social media works because it shifts your internal state quickly, even if only for a moment, and the brain learns that very fast. Every notification, swipe, and refresh gives a small burst of stimulation. Not enough to feel satisfied, but enough to feel less of whatever you were feeling before. That's the key. Most people don't use social media because they enjoy it deeply. They use it because it helps them avoid a feeling they don't to know how to sit with yet. Silence, restlessness, emptiness, uncertainty. For many people, those feelings feel heavier than they should. Especially if earlier in life, there wasn't much space to feel bored, slow, or emotionally unoccupied. If you grew up needing to stay alert, responsive, or emotionally available, stillness may not feel safe. It may feel unfamiliar, so the brain looks for motion. Social media provides endless motion with almost no effort. Another layer is connection without vulnerability. Scrolling gives the sense of being around people without the emotional risk of being seen. You're present but protected. No rejection. No awkward pauses. No exposure. Just observation. For some nervous systems, that feels safer than real interaction. There's also the identity aspect. Social media offers constant mirrors, opinions, trends, validation. For people who feel unsure about who they are or who they becoming, these mirrors provide temporary clarity. Even comparison can feel grounding when identity feels unstable. It gives the mind something to measure itself against. That doesn't mean the comparison feels good. It means it feels familiar, and familiarity often wins over peace. Another important piece is emotional compression. Life today moves fast, but emotional processing hasn't caught up. We carry stress from work, relationships, expectations, and self-pressure, often without time to digest it. Social media compresses emotion into bite-sized moments. A laugh, a reaction, a distraction. It doesn't resolve feelings. It pauses them. And for a tired nervous system, pausing feels like relief. Until it doesn't. Over time, the brain starts to associate discomfort with immediate escape. And the escape becomes automatic. You don't choose the phone, your body reaches for it. That's not weakness. That's conditioning. The problem isn't that social media exists. It's that it becomes the only place where regulation happens. When that happens, everything else starts to feel harder. Focus shortens, rest feels restless, quiet feels loud. Not because you're broken, but because your system hasn't practiced being unstimulated in a long time. And here's the part most people miss. Quitting isn't the solution. Understanding is. If you try to force yourself to stop without addressing what the phone is doing for you, the urge will just move somewhere else. More scrolling, more snacking, more noise. The goal isn't to remove the behavior, it's to replace the regulation. To ask gently, what feeling am I avoiding right now? What does my body need instead of stimulation? Sometimes it's rest. Sometimes it's reassurance. Sometimes it's real connection. Sometimes it's simply boredom relearned slowly. Reducing social media use isn't about becoming more productive or disciplined. It's about rebuilding tolerance for stillness. About teaching your nervous system that quiet doesn't equal danger. And that takes time. So if you've ever judged yourself for reaching for your phone again, pause. It's not a moral failure, it's a signal. Your system is asking for something. And once you understand what that is, the grip starts to loosen on its own.